Welcome back to the stream, everybody. Hope you're doing well tonight. We are here with some WoW. A little behind schedule tonight, but welcome in. Thanks, Hoop, for the hype. We are back. And yeah, a little late to the date tonight, but here for the WoW. And like the stream title says, we are strong moving into next week. Gonna look at our mage world quests really quick, see if we've got anything on the board worth taking care of. Mainly those coffer key shards for delve keys, in case those become relevant. You always want to stack those up. Looks like we've got a special assignment on the board in Hollowfell or some extra gear. And otherwise, nothing too important going on around the map here. We are within striking distance on a couple characters now to get them to max level and continue here with ripping out some levels, some account progress, and of course we have the option of pushing a couple heroic bosses, which been harping about all week. I think that might be a goal for tonight, but I do want to push the Death Knight up into the melee DPS slot and get them looted on the world boss. So that's going to be number one. And then we'll see where we go from there. We probably have some healers in close distance of getting the world boss done, getting some progress. Some of those huge spikes in power that we're going to see throughout the expansion are world bossing, Zek Beer, the first difficulty, getting those 8 fights done to fill your vault with those 616 pieces. It's big. It's big if you're geared up at all. And again, within range of doing that at max level, I would definitely recommend attempting it. So it looks like we've got a special assignment here and can rip out a huge piece of gear right off the bat. Got a world quest to do with a minor upgrade to the wrist slot, but we will jump right into a dungeon queue and look for quests with warband rep bonus and XP to follow. So Gundergaz is where we're heading right away as we sit in queue here. Yeah, hope you guys have had an awesome week in WoW. We're kind of waiting on the mythic content, waiting to see if there's any real big upgrades in the Great Vault moving into next week. I've got a few slots that I want to work on the mage, and then maybe by next week we're going to be in that probably higher item level area, 612 or so, where we're really going to need to start grinding some keys to see any meaningful upgrades. I think there's like a hard cap around 619 eye level, and yeah, you can see people doing 12s right now. Extreme duress. Best in the world is a plus 14. Remains to kind of show us where the ceiling is, but it's kind of slow progress. So maybe some of those heroic raid bosses will have loot for us, but unfortunately on the mage, I don't really think we get much from the start. We get some awakened raids being set up, so that's something. Looks like we get a dungeon queue off the bat, but we're just going by eye level for heroic. I didn't make it to mage, but I want to look. I think there's a couple like token slots that might be an equivalent champion, maybe hero level. So it won't be an eye level upgrade, but it will be a piece and a tier upgrade that might allow us to push further if we get enough crests, which, I mean, doesn't really help, to be honest. And that's why I think, very lax for what's going on with Mythic and where I'm at with gearing. Why I'm working on alts right now is because it's just really slow progress on a main, and I could run keys until my face falls off, and I wouldn't be making these meaningful upgrades. Any cloth? Nope, everyone's just going. Well, that's not good. That might leave us in combat for a little bit here. How's the progress going, Hoop? Anything big? Any big pieces of gear? You're going to be looking for your weapon upgrades first. It's going to be your biggest stat boost, and then after that, it's probably about trinkets and your set bonus, headpiece, chest piece, pieces like that. Here we go, big dragon. Freeze him out. Frost Death Knight is super fun. I did start this out with a two-hander in mind. Apparently, you want two one-handers. So, kind of switched on our build, but we'll get there with loot as we start dungeoning at max. You're 555. Nice. Yeah, I mean, you just look for those big upgrades on the map and keep pushing your renown where available, doing those world quests across the board, and you'll get there for sure, man. Start doing some dungeons, moving into next week. I think you can attempt that Zekvir fight I was talking about around 585. As a newer player, it's going to be kind of tough, to be honest, but what do we got here? Anti-magic shell. Boom. Boom. We can just walk right through it. Ha. Nerds. Let's get over to this guy and put on the Reaper's Mark. Boom. Leg plates. 10 eye level upgrade. Not bad. But we're here for that end XP. Probably going to be, I don't know, maybe like right a couple bars away from max at the end of this, depending on how many mobs we clear. If we skip a lot. Damage is insane. Start seeing that Reaper's Mark spreading to targets as they die, and it's just so easy, the auto cleave. I like Death Knight because you just see the numbers, man. The numbers. Gotta remember to loot for our cloth. Bring these guys along around the corner. Nice. Earning such a large amount of cloth out of this. I really need that basic cloth to push my tailoring a bit further. And it's nice to see these alts I'm playing on just get 2, 4, 2, 3, whatever pieces of cloth every dungeon crash pack. Just builds up so quickly. I think off the initial rip I had like 900 cloth. Crafted that all out. Oh, we got a little here. I don't want to be behind, but gold, all it is. See if I get locked out. Come on, doors, don't close on me. Death's advance. He's coming back to me. No worries. We're cruising through this one. Probably hit my rest wall pretty quickly. Even just from these mobs here. Woohoo.
Darker and colder as we go down, but there are more survivors to rescue. The lift is out.
I killed my healer with with the walking. Can I use this? I need runic power. My bad, dude. The Path of Frost. I thought everyone had made it down. He was still falling. Let's try to get these guys in slappy hands, and that way they won't go anywhere. Oh no. Pull down the side here. Let's freeze them up. And blinding sleet. Interrupt all their casts. Reset the timer on them. And we're right in that execute window where we're empowering Soul Reaper. Anti-magic shield is very strong here as well. Build it up here and break it down. Just building up runic power and then obviously spending it just as quickly. There we go. We're a bar away. So we can finish up with some questing and we'll be good. Get a little warband rep in. Right. Got a little pet battle action here. Let's see what it is. Beast, critter. Damage from beast abilities. Okay. All right, let's give this team a go. This is a nice, easy quest. Set some poison on each other. Boom. Got the kill. Still poisoned for a bit here. I think we go for the explode. It was a good idea. Let's use our defensive first round. Go into bite. Hit with a vengeful attack. Easy. All right, one more world quest. Climbing gear. Already got a 584 ring lined up. Get to that one. Oh, we're so close. Could just do this dragon flying race.
We safeguard the Isles.
I remember the early couple days of the expansion. This area was so cool. I did this dragon riding race where you kind of went over to that glowing area with the bioluminescent. Whoa! Missed one. Bioluminescent creatures hanging. That's pretty cool. All right, there it is. Now we're back to Dornagal here in a moment. I saw this rare and I'm like, ah, free gear. Free max level gear. Come to think of it. Oh, just some rep. Even better. That was a rare I haven't killed yet. Let's get back to Dornagal. And we're going to skip the campaign and then head right over to the world boss.
You'll find me wherever the action is. The truth is out there.
So then we have
The answers are here. I can hear that?
completing 3 delves.
Adventure calling our name.
At levels 5 to 7. Equip this ring. Gives us a nice little eye level boost right off the bat. Okay, that's being silly. Did a bunch of world quests earlier. Do they not all go toward the vault progress? Why does this quest keep coming up and just putting more and more pinnacle chests as the rewards? So the 3 major items in your world map give you vault progress. So that's the awakening the machine in the Ringing Deeps, the theater in the Isle of Dorn here, and then the Hollowfall resonance or lamplighter quests up in the top right of the map. If you do all those 3, you get an outer world activity upgrade in your delve slash outer world section. You can easily just do some delves for that. Just like the basic level delves. To upgrade your delve slot, you can do, I think, normals and heroic dungeons. Might be heroic that you need to get delve progress. And then, of course, you could attempt the normal raid. But yeah, those three big objectives are quite easy. There's a bunch of people always doing them. That you can just like kind of piggyback on. And all right, so no gear this week, just some crests. We haven't seen gear from the world boss on any character. Man, that quest is just bugged up. But we do have the first disc campaign quest that gives the pinnacle piece as well. This other one, and then this one is repeatable, or res crystals. That's what you're doing now. Awesome. Yeah, that's what you're going to want to do to gear early, is those main things. I'm actually going to ignore all of that. I want the one-handed weapon off this quest. It's Warband bonus 2. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna go in and work on a different character as well. So here's the whole thing. I'm gonna skip it because I have my renown up so high. I can get 597 gear just getting resonance crystals, and I can just pull them from my other characters in order to get geared up here on the Death Knight. So really the big thing for me was getting the world boss done on this character. We hop over to my spreadsheet here. I am just keeping track of who's got the world boss done, and then where we're ending kind of week to week on eye level, so that I don't have to come back and check, oh yeah, is my guy mythic ready? Is he heroic ready? I kind of have a general range and idea of where we're at with that. So on to the next one. Should have probably banked up the materials though, so I'll do that quick. Just to see if we can get any professions upgraded before reset. Because you kind of get your reset on acuity and your knowledge points week to week, so it's nice to get some of those crafts done and out. I also do have some weapons here. I think I could just pull these. Unique equip though. One-handed dagger. Yeah, this is not ideal, but I at least have a one hand ready to rock. That kind of works. Mail. No plate gear, I don't believe. I think I pulled it for my other character. So 2 one-hand weapons is apparently better. But I do need to... I should keep that 2-hand. Just so I have something. Oh yeah. That's what we want. Yeah, we gotta go enchant those at the Rune Forge. Okay. Who is pretty close? Druid. I think we should have rest built up here to get to 79. Any of these level 77s I don't think are far enough along to get to 80 unless I go crazy tonight. Spend a lot of time leveling. Oh, we're just barely 78 here. But rested, suppose, into the next level. What are we wielding here? A two-handed mace. $518. $538. 20 eye level boost is worth pursuing. Don't have an offhand, so gotta do this quest on somebody because of the warband rep. But maybe not a healer because it's a kill quest. We should get a queue pretty quickly here. As I speak. Dawnbreaker. Druid's pretty mid. Probably lower on the pack for Mythic Dungeons, so this guy's zooming. Get everyone healed up.
The Order of Night is trying to steal the flagship. Secure the deck. We need to gain control of the ship.
Got a convoke in melee distance. Get some bleed stacks on the targets here.
Airships approaching. Be careful, outsider. Those aren't ours. They empowered Beladar's shadow. The Lamplighter's blessing will keep you safe. Nerubians, they've webbed the Dawnbreaker. Defeat them to
Of course.
break it free.
We get loot at the mob furthest away from
They've
us.
got us surrounded. You'll need to use those mounts of yours to fly to them.
All right, we're gonna go for a punch. A little stun going.
Only one more ship and the Dawnbreaker is ours again.
to the main boat for the boss.
The night guides me, empowers me.
Again, I'll convoke in melee distance. You don't have to do that if you are playing druid, but it adds a little damage if you don't need the healing. And it's nice that you can use the druid form now in this dungeon, and you don't need to use a flying mount. You can actually shift.
I feel the dark's embrace.
And these DPS just wanted to commit suicide. Saw like the big shadow orb and we're like, we should just stay in this. Everything on their screen is saying, get out, please. And they're like, no thanks. All right, let's hit one of these casters with the wombo combo. Punch. That didn't work. Normally you can use Ursol's Vortex, which keep mobs in place. If they run out of the vortex, it rips them back in. You could use your Racial Haymaker, and it punches them, interrupts their spell cast, and then like pushes them out and rips them back in. And that way you don't disrupt the tank's kind of flow. Uh-oh, that's not good. I have to use some cooldowns here. Please don't go up there and go out of line of sight. Number one bad idea as a group. Is to run from your healer. We can recover here, no problem. Ah, and we get some Dawn Weave. There we go. Still fighting up here? What's going on? Okay. I feel like this lock has just left burning speed on the entire dungeon. to the ship. All right. The bombs are the most important part for doing damage on this boss. You stay out of the acid there. He's got it the right direction. Now here come the bombs. Run these up to the boss. Whip them in. Don't do it. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna do the bombs as the healer. I did all three. Everyone's supposed to take one and just do it quickly. But why do that, you know? Good. Kick the boss. Oh, wrong way, guy. There it is. I think one more dungeon and we'll get to 79. Nice. Big upgrade. 30 something high level. And we'll continue on our way to the next world quest for some wrists. Requeue. If I had any patience for it, I should be doing 6 world quests on each character to get the weeklies done, because they're like 3k gold, resonance crystals, big items. I think the Dawnbreaker was an option as well. Would have had it done on this character, but I don't know, there's just something about dungeon leveling. It's just more fun for me. we got coming up? Time walking for Wrath? Is that correct? Yeah. That's an okay one.
The Isles have awakened.
Let's see if we can get this race done before the dungeon timer. This one's a long one. Oh, so close. Don't do any damage. Ow. I don't even think I can kill this before my dungeon is up, so we'll just go ahead and run the group.
Wow, what do we have?
You're driving away my paying customers.
Or are you looking for something a little hotter? Show 'em what we got on tap, Altrier.
my drink? Keep him coming. Another one. Break it off. Guess that was last call. Are you here to help? My zeal to get back in business led to faulty reasoning.
Your pal here signed some papers he didn't read. And now
I think Druid is tough for mythic groups because you don't really have like too many cooldowns for reversals.
Help me, please get my meadery back, Outlander.
Pretty good healing, but no interrupt. Sort of like an off form, like switching to bear or something, which means you have to get out of healing, possibly pull threat. And you can compare to like, you know, a Shami or something where you just have an easy, quick interrupt, bunch of shielding, a million utility skills. And outside of like a bunch of AoE and ranged heals for raid, kind of in the same boat in that content where you don't have all that much going on.
but there'll be more of it. More meat, more money. That's good business.
Cinderbrew was my personal directive, my passion. She's ruining everything. Elemental made of mead? Oh, my Cinderbrew! Nerubians are one thing, but I cannot process this.
Gotta go hard on the healing. That's great. Every brew stack, the boss absorbed for a shield. Couple close calls there for sure.
Months of R&D. You goody goodies don't know
What date is the vault open? Tomorrow.
where. Did you any more damage?
So you got
I'll cash
to max level at a good time because you get kind of like a week of loot doing not too much here. As opposed to, you know, reaching max level tomorrow. Because then you can start earning for next week immediately tomorrow after you open up your vault. Plus, if you get a set bonus, you can hold on to it and see what you looted for the week and kind of hold off on looting your vault until you have a better idea of what your raid loot is and stuff like that. So if you open your vault, you don't have to take the piece. Then you can go into raid, get your chest piece or something. And if your vault had chest and shoulders, you obviously know, okay, time to pick the shoulders, and then you have a much more powerful vault. You get like 2 pieces out. Little strategy behind it, but yeah. And then sometimes it just doesn't even matter. Sometimes you get like your bis, you know, trinket or something, and it's a low drop chance, maybe like last boss of the raid. And if you don't feel like raiding and sitting through the first 8 or something, then you just take your vault or take your piece out of your vault and call it a day. Go play the game elsewhere, you know. But yeah, so you can go from probably like having this week's vault be like a 600 piece or something, 587 or 597 piece as a reward, to next week 616 being a reward by just getting your delves built up and doing those Zekfir fights. And obviously we can do delves together and whatever to boost you up to that level, since I have a bunch of alts that need to do them, and otherwise it's just some good old fun with pals, you know. So we'll get you set up. There it is, 7-9. Not too much rest left on this guy, though. So I gotta kind of decide. Maybe I do my 6 world quests, sit in dungeon queue, do the next hour on this guy, and I'll end up at 80, and then I can do my world boss and get my weekly reward. These bees I always grab because they're just like a little extra boost of XP for doing nothing. They die so quickly, but
You're really trying to be a bee in my bonnet, ain't ya?
you just get
You've disrupted my business,
a couple K XP for pressing
guild boss, and this
a couple
is
buttons.
my meadery. You take out my bomb now.
All right, Keeper of the Grove.
And my beekeeper. And now you're riding my bees like some nature-loving weirdo.
Every 5 regrowths makes your next Wrath, Starfire, or Entangling Roots instant increases damage by 100. Every 5 Star Surges. I don't even think I have Star Surge. I'll have to look. Or maybe it comes out of Convoke. I don't think so, though. I think I just might be off talented, or I just don't utilize that because it's a damage thing. I'm pretty positive I don't take that skill.
But now you're dealing with the BEO herself. You won't be taking this feeling from me. Dashing out.
There it is. Ooh, they want to re-queue. I want to turn in this quest first.
Communication and she's gone.
548.
It was a grave error listening.
I've got a lot of
But because of you, I can
480 pieces. Haste, crit strike. I'll take the haste. A Rikara action. Not bad. Can mount up and repair here. Man, I still never did my cooking this week. I keep forgetting to do it. Such a bummer. But this dungeon's nice because I have the tailoring bonus for professions. And many of them are humanoid, so I get cloth and cloth. Let's go pick up this little item here. Can stun one of these up. This Pally is doing some damage. Love to see it. Druid's definitely the best for kind of speed running. Got a good group. Not sure if I have a AoE knockup for those bugs. Probably something under one of the other forms. Got a root. Well, maybe I have like an in-cap roar in bear form. Let's check it. No. I don't think so.
Once, my people thrived under the guidance of the Black Empire. Queen Neferis refused to reclaim that glory, but no more. Ansurek and the Black Blood will usher in a new age for Ajkahet.
Need to do some big healing here. They hold both of the volleys. I feel like that's one of the big things with healing this expansion is understanding skills and anticipating. Like in that case, I needed to use Swift Mend until I got my Tree of Life and really was able to heal because we had both the volley targets with the big stun target, and had I not pulled those skills early, I think we would have been in a little trouble. All right, so I think if we shift, well, we didn't get the chance, but what if we shifted? We could break that. Black Blood root. What do we want here? Teleport out. We don't want to leave group because they're running pretty good. One more dungeon and I can get max. I think this is my number 780. We can position ourselves right in front of this special assignment that expires in 10 hours. Hit that up, get a 584 piece. Hit the world boss up, get a 603 piece. Yeah. Be cruising on Druid here then. It's always good when you find a good group in Group Finder and you can just keep ripping dungeons over and over. So fast. We can do 10-minute, 13-minute dungeons. You get like half a level. Coltiran racial is just so funny. Just like punch someone out. Especially if they're close to death, they just pop. Not sure if this evoker is like relying on the fact that I am healing okay or what, but they do not move, like never. Just stand in every ounce of damage. I feel like I'm healing them more than the tank. They might be like, I don't really need to move if we got a good healer.
Shame, ma'am. Your training grounds fall to the intruders. The intruders defile the altar of the sacred flame! Ours is the true path for the Arathi!
Does it matter what pact you pick? It resets every week, so really just pick one and start getting some up this week. You can pick a new one every week, but there's like a general severed threads rep that you share between all three of them. And then there's individual ones that give you some vendor bonuses. You can purchase some like different pieces of gear and stuff, like cosmetics and some other junk. They have little like perks that help you survive. I would just maybe start with the general, as he gives a fatality denial. Like if you are going to take fatal damage, he like heals you back up. That might help for some of the zones. But whatever you take is fine. It doesn't really matter. Uh-oh. I have aggro. Standing in a bad spot. No problem.
They've served their purpose. Baron, demonstrate your worth.
Those who oppose the Emperor will fall at our feet. By the Emperor's will! By my holy hammer! By fire, I am healed. By my shield. By my first defeat.
And we're right there. Almost 80.
Is the crucible. It burns away weakness.
Feels
Blinding
awesome actually to have so many characters just on the brink finally.
the Arathi will defeat
Close to max.
conquer Kazalgard.
This is going to be some shifty healing for sure. Oh man, I'm going to go down, I think. Nope. Come on. I keep getting ranged aggro on those big pulls like that. Just every spellcaster's hitting me with smite.
Foolish outsiders. Beledar's sacred flame will simply raise him back to duty.
There it is, max level.
See you burn.
2 characters at max. Heck yeah. I've got so many DPS that need to level all the way up though, so it's gonna be a long road, I think. Cinderbee, sign up. Sign up. Oh, there we go. This isn't my team. Where are they at? Down in here? I think I grab early spring. Yeah. All right. Where's his team at? Don't make me tank it. All right. Guess the group's disbanding. Find another. Just try to punch this guy in with the rest of the AoE. %. There it is. Thanks, everyone. Give them the parting druid buff. We need 2 more world quests, which the world boss will count as 1. Only need one more. Absolutely cruising. Loot spec, resto. Let's see what we got. A helm. Looks good to me. Should have a catalyst available too, possibly. Plugged in the glaive here, and yeah, it sucks compared to the red dragon. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just feel like it's a good deal. Try to find a group for this. Like that the side buttons on the red dragon are angled, feels more natural to press them. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they're kind of close together compared to the other mice that I've had, but I got used to it pretty quickly. So it wasn't a big deal, but yeah, the angle's nice. I don't know if you could have the buttons work well if they weren't angled based on their height design. And that talent that I picked up that gives me some instant cast for casting regrowth and kind of the other direction. Instant cast regrowths. Pretty good. It's kind of like this system playing back and forth, like balance druid. Okay, no world boss loot. Now we need one more world quest complete. We've got 3 minutes on the troop. That will count, I think. But we should pick up this campaign quest first. Because it's like get these 100 whatevers. 100 currency.
I'll go ahead and pack the supplies. See you down below.
Skip the campaign. Yes, please.
You are acknowledged.
I'm glad you complied. Follow me down to the archive and I'll show you what Dagrin and I have been working on.
See if I can do this part in 3 minutes. It's just talking.
There we go. Batteries in and supplying power. Let's see what this thing knows. Ugh. Blast it all to the nether.
What's the problem, Dagrin?
All these discs are cracked or broken.
Hurry up, you
We'll need more
chatters.
fragments if we're to get anything useful out of this machine.
I suppose that's where our friend comes in.
Okay. So now I need the 100 disc fragments. You get that out of like just doing dungeons, doing world quests, doing things. So let's go do the theater 1 minute.
Communication in. Oh, sorry. Hello.
I have many wares.
You have to say there's like a couple things on Druid moving between travel form and utilizing things like Hearthstone mounts, or it would be cleaner if those skills were activated by clicking on them. Like if I went to Hearth, it would shift me out of travel form as opposed to just giving me an error message. Like, I want to mount up. I want a Hearth. And it's like, you're pacified. I'm like, okay.
Many deals for a friend.
Welcome.
All right, I'm ready. Defeat Drunken Earthen.
Come see the new items I have made.
A new experience. Let's commit our meeting.
I've never heard this music before in this theater area, and it is absolutely insane. Oh yeah, this is a banger song. Go. Some cress and res crystals. It's nice to get these powered up. Now the bar's zooming. Hopefully we get all 3 levels.
Oh no! I'm going to be blown right off the ship. I'm drenched.
Nice. All right. Boom. Bunch of crystals. Little gold. Now we just wait for the end of the show. Pick up our weekly chest. Get another piece of gear, I think. And then we'll have our World Quest item as well.
Our forged paths intertwine.
Boom. Great vault. Gloves. All right. Big item level upgrade. Holy cow. 480 to 584. 104. Pretty crazy.
I have many lucky doos you like.
Well, that didn't count as a world quest. Okay. So we still have one to do. Flow of magic fixed for a ring. Of course we'll go do that. Hell yeah. Nothing like doing a little mini game for free gear. Little cranium canoe. Oh, that was tough. They got level there. Let's hearth back, and that'll wrap up the week for the druid. So I've yet to complete my cooking profession to get all of my alts food. That's a big thing on the list. I need to get enchanting up. Here we go. Big pinnacle crate. Let's see what we get. Coffer key. 900 res crystals. Huge. It's really massive because it's like a piece of gear. We check these vendors. I think it's like the lower pieces.
I have an extended supply of goods for outlanders. Return and peruse my inventory again.
Gotta keep an eye out. No, nowhere close. I was gonna say my Valor Stone cap, but we're just starting to earn them. Rewards, rewards, rewards.
I have calibrated my prices to be reasonable.
Yeah, 2,600 for the shoulder piece. $3,900 for the feet. But we can kind of like do a little flux with the weeks as well, where I give my res crystals to some 80s earlier on, and then get them geared up, and then they're kind of out of the zone for res crystals anyway. Oh, and we have we can get 2 set pieces right off the bat with Catalyst. So we'll probably just wait for the Great Vault to see if we get anything, and then get 3-piece bonus next week. Do the raid, do the Great Vault, and then we're at the point where we've got 2 harmonized silk across these 80s, just based on time. That's the only way to get those. It's just as the expansion keeps marching forward. Every, I don't know, like 6 weeks or something, you get a new catalyst, so then you can just get your set bonus on alts right away. Got a bit of gold here. Dump into the bank and deposit some food, crafting mats, tailoring knowledge points. Cool. So that was a dream. We got quite a few pieces there. And then Resto Druid, got the world boss, and I don't know where we ended, like 540 or something, like pretty low. Pretty low. $527. Ooh. That's right. Like, hopefully next week we can loot some world bosses. Get that done. Let's check quick if there's a satchel and see if we can get over to boosting the Great Vault a bit for the monk. I can get my 2-piece set bonus right away on some of these healers, which will be super helpful. No satchel. Where are we at with Great Vault? We've got one thing cooking at least. That would be an upgrade. Just by a few eye level. And did we do our weekly? It looks like it. Might have already done that.
Do you have a query?
Yeah, I mean, the account's really coming together. We've been absolutely pumping, probably nightly for more than a month now. We're finally seeing some of that come together. So we got Frost, DK. Though the Assassination Rogue sits a bit higher on tier list. All of the Evokers, Earthen, Tauren, anyone with mining herbalism is getting leveled through gathering. So this druid, tank druid, 77, and I've only leveled through gathering on that character so far. Just doing rested gathering and nothing else. But I think that's probably all we can get to this week. We might be able to push another healer up. I'd probably want my Holy Pally up over my Priest. Only because they're the main enchanter. And enchanting with works a little bit differently because you can use the vellums, so you can actually move your enchants around. Where many of the other professions, you need to actually do a crafting order, and that's not how the enchanter works, because you can just enchant wherever they are, these pieces of paper, and then it turns the enchant into a tradable item, so you can sell it or do whatever. Two-handed mace, that's not what we want. Why are these quests opposite of where we want to be? We want one hands. In this character, at least. But it was like every other character, I had a one hand as an available quest. That's also the problem with the Great Vault, and I'm hoping that they fix it by the time I have these characters up. You can loot like off items. Like you can loot like a two-handed rat, like best sword in the game, and then you're a healer and you can't even utilize it, but it's in the pool just because it's a two-hand. Let's get our... Oh, we're in progress here. All right. About to say, let's get our daily dungeon done.
Protocols activated. Countermeasures on.
Want to always be getting the scrap song done. I'll get to it. Hinted. Nice. Where you at, Shami? Don't get hit by that next time.
So much left unsaid.
Nothing better than getting an in-progress dungeon, because then you get the... What you're really after is the dungeon bonus XP at the end. Not the trash packs, not the bosses. When you're leveling, you're just after the end XP. So if you use the random system and get an insta-queue into something that has 1 or 2 bosses left, speeds your leveling up like crazy. Okay, here we go, tank. Let's get it done. Get these earth burst totems down. It's the only way, guys. There it is, 78. Let's see where we're at talent-wise. I think we take... I'll look after this fight. Huge dungeon for me. Took almost no time at all. Again, we pick up Gleaming Rays. While a Dawn Light is active, Holy Power spenders deal 5% damage or healing. Heck is a Dawn Light. Okay, some passive effect. Must have completed that quest on character here.
The coreway must be protected. May the Titan...
Probably get some of these easy world quests done and get some more band rep gear upgrades. I don't know. Maybe we can get this character to 82. Quickly go from having like 580s to 10. Uh-oh, game. Calm down. Uh-oh. This isn't good. We got a lot of aggro here. Use some cooldowns up. Keep everyone topped off.
Shame, man. Your training grounds fall to the intruders.
Definitely having a lot of fun playing like all the different classes right now. Feels really cool to be able to just like switch and be familiar with everything. Definitely makes leveling a bit more fun to break things up.
defile the altar of the sacred flame! Ours is the true path for the Arathi! By fang and claw! Show them the power of the flame! Feel embers rise! I go in glory!
Are these still strikes, lackeys? Guards! Guards! Her usefulness to the Empire has passed. Soon, the true faithful will arise, and the Arathi will be mighty. They serve their purpose. Baron, demonstrate your worth.
Those who oppose the Emperor will fall at our feet. By the Emperor's will! Glory guides my hammer! Flame's wrath heal me.
Zeldar is the crucible. It burns away weakness. Its blinding light reveals the strength. We Arathi, an army of the Risen. The Arathi will defeat the Nerubians, conquer Khazalgar, and subjugate the world! No Arathi leaves the Emperor's service, even in death. The sacred flame will cleanse your transgressions! Burn by sacred flame! By blaze be purified! The heathens dead. Burn by sacred flame! Flames take you! Brothers and sisters, hearken to the flame! You little thing. By blaze be purified! Burn by sacred flame! Flames take you! The Empire will see you burn.
Right. Not too bad of a dungeon. Couple DPS went down, but we did all right. Still on our way to another world quest. Running pretty low on time here, so doubt we're going to see 80 on this character, but we'll be close. 79 in some. Otherwise, we're kind of ready for reset here. Be able to do a couple world bosses right off the bat tomorrow. And then start up on the delves on the main. Start earning that through the Zakvir First difficulty. Cool. Enchanting knowledge up 1. Already got the mini fridge on this character. We were looking for the cartographer's disc. We got a bunch of these good for healer type quests right in this zone. Climbing, cartographer, and dragon riding or whatever. Little race. See if we can get this one done here. $14. Come on. There it is. Whew. Down to the wire. But we got the trinket and little rep.
Thank the Titans you are here. The Storm Perch has been breached, and the Storm Riders corrupted. Hurry! If we free these storm ships, we can fly there and try to end this madness.
See, this mage is going to be an issue, standing in literally everything.
What is that orb? While you go to the roosts, I will distract them here. We can link up later.
Had a weird obsession with smoked string cheese for like the last 4 months. It's so good. I've not had that, I don't think. Would be super interested to try it though, for sure. I love some good smoked foods, smoked meats. What's up, Zephyr? Welcome back. Hope you're having a good night hanging out. I'm doing a lot of hanging myself here tonight. Just getting some characters leveled up here. Getting them ready for next week. As far as reset goes here in WoW. Where are we at? Alright. Just looking at a talent real quick. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Yes. Start of the week. For most of us here. Some people have some weird schedules, so work week might not be so linear. Just in bed, finishing up some work, answering a few emails. Ooh, late. Burning the candle. I mean, you're still a bit early. I mean, late for work, in my opinion, unless you work nights. But that's good. At least you're able to kind of relax. When you lived down, you graduated in the town that Colby cheese was invented in. Ooh, cool. It's good cheese for sure. I have a normal 10 to 5 work schedule, but one of our vendors is overseas. So they have questions and stuff. Nice. So you're the old point person for them. That's cool. I forgot to delete the rest of that message. You're good. Nice. Thanks for filling some of your relaxation time with some good old streaming, some WoW content. We're having fun, man. We got 2 characters to 80 already tonight. Working on this one. That is the max level currently, so be cooking with gas. Moving into next week. As the goblins like to say, and I think I might see some more goblin type content coming into the game, so that'll be cool. This guy is about to take a lot of damage. Throwing a little cooldown in since we really won't need it on the boss. This boss doesn't do too much damage, just moves around a ton. Rather use it on the mobs here. But yeah, I kind of got to focus in on Holy Pally right now. Not the best at it. Still getting used to the rotation here. He's out of line of sight. We're in trouble. We're in trouble, boys. Got to lay on hands. See here if we can continue keeping everybody up, and then I can get back to some chat. You just had to pull all that and then run around a pole. Like, it's number one thing you don't do. All right. Good old ASMR WoW content, yeah. Need to really level your Warlock and Holy Priest. Yeah, Holy's fun. I enjoy it. Warlock is good right now.
I will stand proud on the debris of your corpse.
Super fun. Demonology is really good.
Riders, follow me now.
It's for like AoE and questing and stuff. You got a lot with your pets. I've been waiting to get out of combat for 3 minutes or something to try to put this talent in my character, and I just can't. Tank won't let me. All right, we're gonna mitigate here a little bit. Nice belt upgrade. That's big. Finally. Alright, Dawn Light reduces the movement speed of enemies by 50% and increases allies by 20. Okay. Little group movement speed. And again, anything that brings the movement speed down for targets is top tier for range DPS. So they just get some free damage boosts. Oh, we got cheap viewers. Assuming you shouldn't use Valor Stones to upgrade your current weapons. If it's just Valor Stones, it's not that big of a deal because you can earn infinity amount of those. It's the crests that kind of matter. Honestly, with you being so close to the Great Vault, I would hold until next week. Because you might like dump your mats into a piece of gear and then promptly replace that. And that would kind of be a waste. Like, you know, are you going to be able to do some crazy content because you pumped a couple of Valor Stones in this week? No. So, unless you're making those like leaps and bounds in progress, where you're like, okay, this will get me to like the next from heroic to mythic or something, then yeah, I would wait. All right, we're taking big damage here. Come on, group. Do some damage, please, guys. They just keep pulling. They don't do any damage at all. Too late on cooldowns, I think. Come on now. We could do it. We can keep everyone up. Nope. We're going to lose them. Just a couple, I think. Oh, and he released. Jesus, man. These guys. I don't know if I suck or they suck. Probably me. Let's ban this guy. Idiot. Idiot in the chat. Good idea. One of your weapons is crafted. You might go see how pricey it is. Oh, yeah. Well, also you can get that at any point as well. So might be a good upgrade if you got gold and someone who can craft it. But again, I would wait until your vault. It kind of stinks to be in that holding pattern because you want to like progress or play the game, but you might get like a really good weapon out of your vault, and then you're like, okay, well, I can hold on to this. Like, what if it's the only good thing you loot? Then you're like, I've crafted my weapon and now I get nothing from my vault. Holy cow, guy, dude. You can't pull like this when we don't have damage. I don't know what he wants me to do. You need 2 weapons. That's true, you do. You're in that unique situation. You need 2 two-handed weapons. Right, we're gonna ignore the mechanics as well. I think I really enjoy these DPS. They got no clue what's going on. I don't know what this is. Targeted. Damage taken. Yeah, we're gonna wipe. Thanks. I hit my mic as I was adjusting it up. I was in a fit of rage. But yeah, I was saying this is the lowest damage group I think I've been in since this expansion released. And we can do the dungeon, but they just need to do the mechanics. They need to kill the ads before they transform into monsters. And then they continued to ignore the monsters even while I had aggro. And then all died. How did he die again? Oh, the Path of Frost. Sheesh. Gotta love randos. Yeah. I mean, normally it's fine. You can't really like mess this up. But again, if you're doing like 98k damage, like, dude, you could be in the like worst gear in the game. And I think still do 200k. All right, I'm going to turn it up. That's all that has to happen. I just need to be better. I'll do all the damage. Which I don't know how you really do damage on Holy Paladin. I don't think you do. What is this? Crash down. Mitigate here a bit. Full group mitigation. Don't stand in stuff. They're standing in stuff. There we go. We did it. I've never had trouble on that fight before. Ooh. Get me out. Get me out. Never to return. This game right now, man. I get out of a dungeon and I'm falling from completing the world quest and just get instantly iced. I should have bubbled, but I was busy. So that was fun. Good combo.
I have many lucky doos you like.
I don't know. Do I push it
Good fortune to our friends.
and just get to max? Unrested? I mean, it is the closest character. Just really can't do any of these, like, good world quests. Or, like, the objectives, because I don't do any damage. So I have to do these, like, silly mini games. All right, here we go. Dawnbreaker. Easy peasy. I need like a dungeon and a half.
Since the decimation of our armada, with its complement of cannons, it can... Wait, who are those intruders?
Wait, not the intruders. Oh my god, dude. Oh, thank god. Look at this guy. He's doing 700k DPS. Oh, could you imagine? He's like 7 of those mages and warlocks. This is what I'm talking about. Million damage. Yeah. Much improved.
Secure the deck. We need to gain control of the ship. Airships approaching. Be careful, outsider. Those aren't ours.
Says your shoulders, chest, gloves, and legs are from Catalyst. Yeah. Not sure what that is. Search it, and all I got was Dragonflight guides. So,
They've got us surrounded.
every 6 weeks, I was kind of at that machine. Every 6 weeks, you get maybe that's not the right number. Let's just say throughout the expansion, it's a catch-up mechanic that allows you to convert like any looted piece to your set item, and you get a 4-piece set bonus that makes you incredibly powerful. It's like your number one thing to focus, right? You can turn any piece of gear into one of those set pieces. Now, you get a stack every so often. I think right now it's sitting at 2 stacks, so you can get 2 set bonus pieces, which gives you your 2-piece set bonus right away. So it's huge. However, here we are again with the Great Vault. You could loot a veteran piece that's going to be your set bonus, right? Or you could walk into raid and loot your champion piece, or, you know, by default, or your vault gives you a champ piece. You could use your catalyst on the champion version or your delve. So hold off on it. Just hold the currency, which means do nothing. And then next week we will, tomorrow, sorry. So that's next week. We'll see what you get out of your Great Vault, because you might get a set piece out of your Great Vault. And you don't want to waste your catalyst on getting your helm, and then you loot your helm out of Great Vault. So really wait till tomorrow, and then pretty much DM me on Discord, and let's see what you get. Yeah, you have the delves up to 2. Yeah, just level those up. Get those as high as you can with your playtime tonight into tomorrow. And then, yeah, if you can get to a point where you have like level... I don't know what level Zekbeer unlocks at, but we can do that fight. But we'll get you up to T8, so then you're looting champion 616 out of your vault, or it's hero actually at that point, for next week. But there's still a chance we get some champion pieces next week out of doing tier 8 delves anyway. So you can for sure get a champion set bonus next week, and we'll convert your catalyst over. And I think champion's a good level for that. Maybe if you could get a hero piece, cool, but I doubt that's going to happen just right off the rip. But yeah, we'll get you geared up and get that bonus, because again, it like plays off your Bloodthirst and Rampage, where it like reduces the cooldown, increases the damage, or like gives you resets on like free rage casts. So definitely want that bonus. Uh-oh. We are in the mix. Luckily, we have a really heavy melee group this time, so I am able to keep everyone up. Not like that last group.
It kind of stinks that like the Great Vault is so important to your gearing. You literally like can't make decisions without knowing what's in it. If you want to, want to be sweaty. If you just want to chill, you can surely just loot whatever. Queen Ansarak, is this? Yeah, that's the raid. And those fights, you kind of got to learn them. So I would assume you probably wouldn't get through normal raid next week, just based on your eye level. But you'll be able to do Great Vault, and then after that, we'll get you through all the Mythic Zeros. And that will get you up to like 600 eye level-ish. And the normal raid is 597. So then we can be looking to maybe by end of week or early next week, we can be raiding. But if you can get your champion piece out of your delves, then it doesn't matter because your normal raid's going to award champion. And so, like priority 1 is getting your set bonus for sure. And then probably priority 2 is getting some of those like mythic trinkets or weapons, like your crafted weapon, that kind of stuff. But your set bonus is going to be a massive bit of damage and consistent because you don't need to do anything. It's like on equip, right? Where some of the other items might be status effect based or not up all the time. So I'm actually, I think, going to be in a perfect spot where I can get my 4-piece set bonus in a like one more holding period of the catalyst or whatever. Because once we get to 3 catalysts, I only need to loot 1 piece of gear. So I'll just get that out of my vault. I think my paladin right now, I could convert everything over and get my set bonus. That would be big. But also, I'm trying to think too, like the whole thing with doing delves. I kind of am way behind on those characters with delves. I could have boosted my delves all the way up on a couple of characters this week, which I didn't do. Oh well. But I think mainly I'm keeping like a tank and a healer for heroic grinding whenever they have satchels. They give you a ton of gold for doing like really simple content. Like 1 heroic dungeon, you get like 3k gold. And you have a chance at like old mounts and stuff. So it's actually nice to pick those satchels up when you can. You give like runes and crafting materials that are pretty rare. So I was like, I'm gonna make a tank and healer and then have my main range DPS for open world content. And now heroics are like not even useful. You spend very little time in them. So there's almost never satchels because, I mean, it'll come later on as things progress, but all right, let's get to max level on this character, loot the world boss, get a 603 piece, and then we'll just be in a good spot. Oh, sorry, dungeon. I gotta finish. Boom. Got it. Oh yeah, we'll for sure get 80 here.
I have many lucky doos you like. May your feet find good trails.
Where's this guy going? Oh my gosh, he's got a secret path. Might be a better way. How do you add a custom link to your weak auras? I don't know, dude. I don't use weak auras. Never have. So it's probably going to be a little search online. I am a all natural gamer, dude. No steroids. That was actually born out of the fact that I had like a really shitty laptop that I would do dailies on. Cool. Timer for world events that have cooldowns. There's like what is it? A link for Wowhead that's like in WoW today, and it has all of the important timers. It's just like a browser-based pain. But yeah, if you don't want to keep that up in the background, I could understand finding a solution in game. But yeah, I had a really like garbage laptop that couldn't handle all of the add-ons and all the like memory requirements for it. Just do going. What is this one? Oh, it's inside. Okay. So yeah, I just was like, I'm going to run with no add-ons at all and see if I can just play like that. And I got used to it. It was a lot better. All right, well, like, why are we going this way? It's not the way. It's not the way. Yeah, got used to playing without them. Add-ons were the first thing your friend talked you into that you like had to get them to play this game. Yeah. They're super helpful. Like I love details, but I feel like having a damage meter is about all I need. What else do I have? I used to have a bag add-on, and then they made it baseline in the game. DBM I don't really use. Some players use that. Deadly boss mobs to know the fights, and it like gives you like audible warnings and stuff when you're like standing and stuff. I don't know. It's kind of like Dumbo mode. Bagnon. No. I mean, yeah, they have like a good base one now. And you can look at all your backpacks individually. Do I use any other ones? Oh, Raider IO, I guess. I just put that on. That's about it. And just details. Hubot. Hubot I've always used just because it was better for like mouse overcasting, and then they added that into the game. So the only reason I use Healbot is it tracks these stacks of things a bit better. And I think that's helpful for a healer. Really only matters on like Shaman and maybe Priest to know like where your prayer mending stacks are. But it's all preference. Just grab whatever add-ons you want out of Curse Forge if you find it helpful. Can't go wrong, you know? Installed insights to track damage progress in raids. Yeah. Yeah, having a damage meter is good because it just shows you whether you're doing your rotation well or not. And then you can obviously like look at certain bosses and see like where you're weak, and then maybe study up on them and say, you know, am I positioning wrong? Am I missing like a debuff? And that's one of the best parts, I think, for new DPS or new players is understanding like movement and being situated in a fight is way more important than doing damage, because you just can't do damage when you're dead. I always say that. So as much as you want to be like, oh, well, my damage will fall off if I move out of the circle. Like, okay. And it's the difference of the team wiping or not, you know? But yeah, it's good to know like where your average is based on your play style, and are you hitting all your cooldowns correctly? Good time. And with the mythic timers, it's like you almost have to know which packs to use it on and what's fastest, which ones are threatening when you actually need it. Uh-oh. No kicks by the group. So cooldowns were a must. I feel like the majority of the boss fights, from a healer perspective, you actually don't like need cooldowns at all. And these tanks are pulling like insane people. So it's actually easier to use cooldowns for those moments. Like right here. This guy is absolutely nuts. No tank. Maybe I've seen like one or two understand that void wave throws the entire group in the air. And if you pull that way, you have to go all the way to the center of this room so that you're bounced up and you're not bouncing into those webs and creating even more ads. Just like move 10 more feet, dude, and you would save the group. Like almost every new tank just pulls that entire hallway. And it overpulls too. Healers are getting dumped on. I feel like the forums are just a bunch of healers crying that they don't want to play healer anymore. And I'm like, please, can I play healer? So here's going to be another big pole where you have to go in. There it is. Just kick. That's it. You got to do is kick. No kick. Pretty simple DPS. That's why when you said last night, like you haven't been interrupting much, I was just like, well, buckle in, because interrupts are so huge. And I think probably a good way to like learn for that is to just interrupt everything that you can interrupt. Because it mitigates like early on when you're learning, and then you'll get used to the pacing of like waiting for an interrupt to get probably to like 60-70%, because the boss isn't doing damage, or whatever, the mob's not doing damage if it's spending time casting. And then once you get into group content, there's specific things that you have to interrupt. And almost like some of the casts are like baits where they don't really do anything. You got to know the difference. So a good place is just to get interrupting down, getting used to the flow of it. And then you're going to be looking to do the very specific casts that are really bad for the group. All right. That is awesome. That's 3 level 80s tonight. You have to learn that because in ESO the tanker healer always did it. Gotcha. Yeah, it's like really big for DPS to do it. But also, like if you watch top mythic plus content at all, everyone takes turns doing the interrupt. All right, nice. Now I got a spot for my health stone. So it's like the tank will start and then the melee DPS will start or go next, and everyone's just calling it out. Like I got next in. Because there's like a couple bosses where if you let like even one interrupt out, it does like 50% of the whole group's health. All right, back to Donegal. Oh, do I have like a little knowledge? I do, a little knowledge point here. Blacksmithing knowledge. All right. So we'll go skip the campaign, do the world boss, and then boom. Done for the week. It was good. We got our delves done early. That helped out a lot. If I could just get like a weapon upgrade on this character, we would be in a really good spot.
I'm glad you comply. Follow me down to the archive and I'll show you what Dagman and I have been working on.
And next week we'll have some pinnacle crates right off the bat. Start looking toward heroic. Grinding those res crystals out so everyone can get geared up. Okay, we're good.
All these discs are cracked or broken. We'll need more disc fragments if we're to get anything useful out of this machine.
Yeah, one of the really good ways of learning the interrupts and defensives and all of the things about your class is actually playing PvP. I know it's like a whole nother thing, but you really get to learn like how to CC things, how to break up combat, like max ranging things and canceling casts and stuff. Okay, let's go do the world boss. Hopefully we can get a 603 piece off of that. I think that's where they loot at. As Elgar, Kordok. Yeah, they loot champion right off the rip. Let's see if this guy's like almost dead. Halfway.
Beware.
See, that's deadly boss mob. beware. Or it's like bells, chimes. You can pick a couple
Beware.
things. It's helpful for like some of the more low-key like raid fights. They're definitely not
Beware.
throwing out, you know, little alerts every couple seconds. Oh man. Nothing. We looted world boss on like a bunch of characters this week. No luck. Have that one too. You like it? Yeah. Definitely helps, but for those bosses where it's the same like mechanic over and over, it's kind of annoying. All right, I get it. I get it. Okay. So I think we just dump mats here. And we are at 524 for the HPAL. Oh, I can get 518. I don't think it has intellect though. Strength. I could use a 480. Nope, I actually have nothing for this character. $525. Yeah, that's the same. Yeah, so we're good on World Boss. I'm gonna reset this for the week. Oops. And we'll be ready to go for tomorrow's reset. All right. Deposit warband items and some gold. I think all my characters get the catalyst. So this is where the catalyst is, Hoop. In Dornagal. Your main bank area is right here. If you fly directly down, there's this guy, Custodian. And this machine is called the Catalyst. And you just pop a piece of gear in, and it'll give you like the set bonus gear. This one, I don't have any of the War Within gear here, but you'll see a different currency here. And you should only have a couple, so... But yeah, wait till you get like a champion piece, because then you can convert it over to a much higher reward. So yeah. Look at that. Got up to 80 and a few characters tonight. Had a pretty good time. I'm enjoying the heals. And what do we got left? 2 healers left. We're ready to go. We'll get this guy up next week easy. And then this one is a mining herber. He'll be a lot slower. Luckily, it's my least favorite heal. Got tanks cooking. And of course, we've already got our tank ready to rock. We're getting this small earthen shaman up and the assassination rogue as well. So I'm thinking 2 or 3 more weeks we'll have everyone to max. but I think within a week we'll have the healers to max, and then that's my favorite role. So having those up is going to be great, and we'll see some set bonus, out of them, and then I'll work on tanks as well. We're closing in on some of these tanks. Was watching a PoE streamer earlier that was waiting on the Diablo launch. Got delayed for 7 hours. Ooh. Yeah, I'm just going to let it ride out. Apparently it's good. It's just like super buggy. And what else was I watching about it? Like the new raid, I don't know, like format is super interesting and good. But the campaign was apparently super short and not really that interesting. The implementation of all the new stuff sucked. You can't get some aspect and gear for now because they remove them until they fix them. Yeah. So like whatever, that's just the state of these AAA games, really. They're all just trash and they release with everything broken. Like even WoW, like shit's still broken and we're a month and a half in to this X pack, and it's like some of the quests are still bugged. Just is what it is, I guess. But that's why I'm not like in any rush where everyone else is like Mythic Plus, like let's get our rating or whatever. And I'm like, I'm probably gonna get it like 2 weeks before the season ends, and I'm just gonna like bum rush it and do mythics for 5 days straight and have it because my eye level is 620 or something because I waited for my Great Vault. So we'll just keep allocating materials and having a good time. And yeah, man, we're getting a lot of good stuff going for my account. So I do thank you guys for tuning in tonight, hanging out. Hopefully we answered some questions and you got to see a couple classes in action. I'll probably be doing more like walkthroughs of my builds and what I got going as we progress here. How to heal and raid, how to tank, stuff like that. And it'll be fun as the season progresses. So tune in, keep showing up, and I'll do the same. So thanks again, guys. Hope you guys have a great rest of the night. Get some rest, and we'll be back tomorrow for Reset. Thanks for hanging, Hoop. See you in the next one, everybody.